The Lifestyle Show, presented by Selina Mackenzie.
It's culinary corner time now to talk to us about her book called Sugar and Spice. Welcome to the show, Remi.
Hiya.
Hi, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm generally so excited to talk all things food, which is my favourite thing to talk about.
Yeah, I must admit, I like talking about food as well. This book's been described as flavour-packed sweet and savoury recipes to refresh your dull dinner cycle. So what makes them a bit more special?
Well, they have a really fun twist to it. So one of the chapters we have is called Classics with a Twist. And it's just a really fun way to normal, typical British meals, just adding my spin on it, making it a bit more easy, making it a bit more flavourful, but in a really way that everyone can do in their kitchen, which is really fun.
And where did this all start for you?
So I used to have a online bakery and I used to post in the mail brownies and cookies. But after the COVID, I lost my job and I was kind of right, I really want to do something interesting. So I carried on with my bakery. And it just got to a point where I started posting videos and the videos kind of took off. So it kind of happened almost by accident. And then now, nearly 5 years later, I've got my book, which is so exciting. But something I really pride myself on, that I wasn't culinary trained, but I think it's fun because it's I know what the average cook is like. I'm exactly like you guys. And it means I can kind of make really good recipes without it being really challenging, which is nice.
Yeah. And that's what people want. I mean, people have, one, not got so much time, but two, if you're anything like me, I'm a terrible cook. So just something simple would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got a section called Remi's Childhood Comforts from her best Ghanaian and Nigerian flavours. What sort of thing would that be then?
Oh, so yes, my mum is Ghanaian and my dad is Nigerian. So I have my childhood chapter, where it's basically all the foods I grew up eating, yam and egusi stew, groundnut soup, jollof rice. It's this really hearty African food. But the one thing I love with this book and the feedback we received is that African food sometimes can seem a bit daunting to the average cook, but it's really, really easy. And most people have come back to me and been this is way easier than I thought it was going to be, because African food is really easy to do. And I really want to get people in the kitchen cooking more African food and not feeling daunted by it.
Yeah, and it's very tasty as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And you mentioned jollof rice. What's that?
Yes. Jollof rice is kind of like a tomato-based rice. So instead of boiling the rice in water, what you typically would do, you create a really rich, hearty tomato-based stew, and then you cook the rice in that. It leaves the rice with so much flavour. It's just so delicious, and we pair it with some beef as well. So the rice is beefy, it's tomatoey. Oh, I think about it, my mouth is drooling. It's so yummy.
It sounds it. And I like the sugar part more than the spice part, because I've got a real sweet tooth. So you've got lots of desserts in there, have you?
Yeah. Yeah, loads of desserts. I really wanted a book to be, I always say, if I could, I would eat cake for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert, but I can't. So it's I wanted it to be a split where it's you can have the bits of cooking, but my most favorite part is baking. And then you have that paired together, which works really, really nicely.
Great stuff. Now, one of the recipes in the book is Earl Grey's Tres Leches, so 3 teas, 3 milks, 3 Tres Leches,
3 milks, yeah.
Can you tell us how to make that?
Yeah, so the Earl Grey Tres Leches, up north in England, and I absolutely love a cup of tea, and my cup of tea choice is Earl Grey. So I really wanted to incorporate that into a cake, and when I went to New York for holiday, that's the first time I heard about a Tres Leches cake, and it really surprised me. So I was this is genius. So it was thinking, how am I going to include those two flavors together? So when I infuse with the Earl Grey, with the Tres Leches, typically it's a typical sponge soaked in milk. So we've got the milk soaked in Earl Grey, we've got the cream topping as well soaked in Earl Grey, and it's super simple to do. It's literally a typical sponge. You would heat the milk, have the tea bags in there stewing, which makes it smell so delicious. And then we use that milk inside the cake, and we also use that milk in the layering on top of it as well. It just leaves you with a really moist, delicious cake. It's 10 out. I cannot recommend it enough.
Sounds nice. Sounds lovely. And what is, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, gochujang chicken Kiev?
Yes, the gochujang chicken Kiev. So chicken Kievs are quite they're quite popular, but I really wanted to add a nice infusion, and gochujang is absolutely delicious. It's basically a Korean red chili paste, but it's not as spicy as it seems. And it's basically infusing. So with classics with the twist, it's all about adding that twist. And the gochujang is it gives it a really nice spicy kick while still being really garlicky. So you've got like your chicken covered in breadcrumbs, and inside is a buttery, garlicky chili filling. But when you cut into it, it's just drooling. It's so yummy. I love having that with some mash and peas. 10 out of 10 dinner.
Sounds like a hangover recipe for me.
Yeah.
Lots of stodge. And Friday night cravings, these are fakeaways, are they?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, so with Friday night cravings, it was very much a thing of like, I learned how to eat different cultures' foods through takeaways. So I kind of wanted to infuse that in there, but also still keeping it as authentic as I can do. So in there, we've got so many yummy ones. One of my favorites in there is the butter chicken. I absolutely adore Indian food, and I order it way too much, quite frankly. But knowing that I can now make it at home, it's really, really nice. And we've also got some really nice Turkish chicken kebabs, which was delicious. So there's loads of really, really yummy stuff that sometimes you can't find when you live in like rural areas, because where I live is quite quiet, and I can't find like a char siu pork anywhere near me. So having that recipe at hand is so useful.
Yeah, sounds great to me. And did this come from your mum or your dad or your gran? Where did you get the love for cooking from?
Yeah, so my mum has always been a huge cook. So I never really grew up having like leftovers or meal prep. My mum made us a fresh dinner every single day, which when I think of now, so lucky to have, because I cannot imagine making dinner every single day. It's insane. But just watching her cook, really, like watching her work her way through the kitchen, like everything was so seamless. And what I also used to watch is Food Network channel on TV. I was a huge fan of Food Network channel, and watching all the baking stuff made me want to bake, because we didn't really bake at home. So being able to integrate both the cooking from my mum, the baking from like Food Network and inspiration I saw online was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, it sounds like COVID did you a favour, because you started all this online stuff. We hear that a lot. And now you've got your first book out. Congratulations. For our listeners, it's called Sugar and Spice, Flavour-packed Dinners and Desserts to Crave. And it's by Remi, am I pronouncing this right, Idowu?
Idowu. Yeah,
Remi Idowu. We're selling it right now on our website, TRE.radio. Our listeners just need to click on the bookshop banner. And if people want to find out more about you and what you do, Remi, do you have a website as well?
Yes, my website is foodbyremi.com. So that's foodbyremi.com. All my recipes are on there, except from the cookbook exclusives, of course, which is nice.
Of course, you've got to buy the book for that.
Yes, you've got to buy the book for that.
Well, it's been great chatting to you, Remi. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.